Tonight we report on the arrest of an off-duty Grant County Sheriff's deputy, and school vaccination standards are changing for next school year. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Thanks, Alan. Moses Lake baseball splits with Eastmont, and the Jacks pick up their 5th straight win on the pitch. Let's take a peek at our Weather Center forecast.
Good to be with you, everybody. Pretty quiet weather, some cloud cover across the area, but a disturbance moves into the area. I'll bring you all the details in just a few moments.
I'm Alan Troop, and we have all this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
An off-duty Grant County Sheriff's Office deputy was arrested Sunday after fleeing his Quincy home following a domestic dispute involving his 18-year-old stepson. According to the Grant County Sheriff's Office, the Quincy police first responded to the home following a domestic violence call. Deputy Corey Linscott, a 36-year-old Quincy resident, reportedly fled the home before Quincy police arrived. Officers found Linscott's stepson and his mother leaving the home. The Moses Lake Regional Tactical Response Team responded as police were unsure if Linscott was still inside. Linscott reportedly returned to the home about 2 hours after the initial call and was arrested for assault in the 4th-degree domestic violence in an alley behind the home without incident. The Quincy Police Department is investigating, and the Grant County Sheriff's Office is conducting an internal investigation. The Central Washington University Wildcats held a scrimmage in Moses Lake on Saturday, at the same time showing their support for New Hope Domestic Violence Services. Reporter Jeff Chu has the details.
The Central Washington University Wildcats football team put on a scrimmage at Moses Lake's Lions Field, showing their support for New Hope Domestic Violence, Sexual Assault, and Crime Victim Services. Carolyn Pence, New Hope director, said the first-time Saturday night event was intended to be less about football and more about awareness.
Central Washington University wanted to team up with the local community to show the players, my understanding, to show the players what impact they can have at the local level. And I must say, this group of young men that are out there on the field right now have already made a positive impact on our community for the short time they've been here. The scrimmage is an opportunity for the players to do their thing and the coaches to kind of play, but also for New Hope to be able to receive donations for their domestic violence shelter and for services for their clients.
During the scrimmage, the voice of Moses Lake High School Chiefs, Mike Love, announced facts about domestic violence and how New Hope can help.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you know New Hope advocates provide outreach services in Mattawa, Quincy, Grand Coulee, and Buffalo?
Pence said domestic violence and sexual assault are real problems in Grant County.
We see over 400 new clients every year. It happens 24/7, 365. It's more of a problem than we're probably aware of because people don't want to report it. It's not something people want to talk about.
While players worked out in scrimmage, New Hope representatives accepted donations and shared information.
Did you know abusive relationships are not abusive 100% of the time?
I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
The Moses Lake School District is facing a shortage of teachers. Superintendent Michelle Price said the district is actively looking to increase the number of teachers as districts throughout the state are struggling to fill gaps in their faculties. The district is pursuing teaching candidates both in and out of the state, and representatives have been attending job fairs throughout the year. Board member and the district's legislative liaison, Vicki Groff, said it's no surprise that there aren't enough available teachers with the mandates for reduced class sizes through Initiative 1351 and the McCleary decision. Price said despite the public's demand for smaller classes, the educational infrastructure might not be able to meet the demand because of the implied disdain for our teachers and the public education system as a whole. And now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We'll be back right after this.